Hello, welcome back to Blue Harvest Vintage Toys, and welcome to Blue Harvest Towers. Yeah, we're about to go into another lockdown, so I haven't done one of these room tours in a while, so I thought, why not do one now? So most of it's not actually changed. All my Funko Pops, well, most of my Funko Pops, there's some over there on Lady Shelf, but the Doctor Who figures we discussed on the Pal Boys the other day, and my Marvel comics. The first 6 issues all framed on the wall, because that tells you the story of Star Wars. There's my DVDs, which I've done a separate video on. Down here we have Hill Valley all set up for the advent calendar that's coming up beginning of December. Going to open one every day. There's the looks like a bit of a scrapyard, but it's that is the build your own X-Wing, which I do with part work on, and you can see it's coming along. Some other parts down here. There's a proper X-Wing and the Star Destroyer, which are getting cleaned up and getting the parts done. This is where it's a bit of a mess, I know. This is where I film most of my stuff. I do have a background stand that I put there when I do reviews and things like that. But there's the arm that I use from above work and all this kind of work. There's the back, there's the lamp and the Death Star, the back of the computer. Not very exciting. I know it is a bit of a mess still. That is the desk, and that is the computer that you see me on the live streams. My books down there. These are most of my guidebooks, most of the Star Wars books down there that I need for reference. But big tracks there that I've not got to work just yet. PlayStation controller is on charge, ready. And Yoda's there with his Peaky Blinders hat on, with his sweets. Just a few pictures. That is Princess Leia. Taken apart. Some of the people I've met, posters, yeah. Big Star Trek fan. I love that battle between the Reliant and Enterprise, so that's what that is. Just odds and sods on there. I don't need something else. I've just taken a couple of cars off there, so I need something to put on there. I'm sure I'll find something. My A-wing on the wall. When I get that X-Wing sorted out, that's going to go there. Here's one of the lady shelves. Have you seen all this before? This has not changed. I think I put the Gwen Stacy up there, and the Doctor after. I've got 2 of those. You'll find another one somewhere. Kira, Connex, carry on. Yes, I've Jessica. That's one of my favourite Funko Pops, Jessica Jones. I tried to get a Jessica Jones figure, but that's the only one I can find so far. Scarlet Witch again, another. I need these Marvel figures. Anybody knows where they are? And Robin from Stranger Things. Oh, how gorgeous is she? My favourite character from Stranger Things, and she better be in the new series. She will be. There's the kind of Ahsoka shelf. Forces of Destiny, Black Series, Mission Fleet, and there's Jin, lovely Jin. We'll see more of her in a bit. So that is the main lady shelf. Well, not the main one of them. Haley at all. That's another figure that I need. Peggy Carr, I really need that figure. There's a main lady there. You know, I've seen one of these on eBay for £300, because apparently it's from a cinema. They were in cinemas, and I got this for £10. So I think I did pretty well there. I don't think I did too bad. Let's go over here now. And there's the other gin I was telling you about. There is another one somewhere, but that is the boxed version. There's a couple of retro figures there. And Giant from Mr. Baldry sent me that. fantastic. I've always wanted them. And there's another Enterprise. There's a customised Starfighter, but just Starfighter. There's some more books down here. It's just, again, it's just a bit of a mess and just all thrown in there. There's my Darth Vader carry case. My vinyl collection's down there with some odds and sods. Like I say, I really need to sort this out. I really do. Now, this is the Asda Retro Collection stand. At the bottom, we have Dagobah playset. Oh, Luke is falling over there. Sit down, Luke. Got a few Lukes in there, and a couple of Yodas, modern Yoda and a vintage Yoda and a Ghost Obi-Wan there. I'm just worried about this form. I'm really worried about this form. This might need to go back in the box because look, it is deteriorating, and I really don't know what to do with that. I just think I need to put it back in the box and get it off display. Some moisture in there, I think's getting to it. So some of the retro collection figures that I've got the Tarkin and the Empire Strikes Back pilot, Vader, Stormtrooper, and the rest of the gang there. We have Baby Yoda. I don't really know why I bought that. I don't know why I bought that. Wampa! I was going to have a Wampa on display. The Forces of Destiny. I don't know what the trousers is changing colour. It could be. I'm not so sure. I don't know if they're actually plastic. They look like might be plastic legs and cloth jacket. And there's little Yoda. Big Yoda, little Yoda. So up here on the top shelf we have Jabba's Palace. Now I haven't put the snap cape on Luke just yet. I'm really tempted to do it, but since he's on display like this, I don't know if to do or not. And of course there's all the gang there, all the vintage figures. I think this looks better than just having them on the shelves. This is a stand. There's a Bendham there. Look at that. And Bendham Akbar tending by. All the Cantina aliens are in there. And Ben Kenobi at the back with his lightsaber out, about to cut his arm off. Cut Horus Man's arm off. There we go. There's a mini rig. I've got two of those. I've got another one down here. Another one there. I've got a spare one. But that's got all the tools in. That's complete. There's a Jawa. Really hard to get out of those Jawas now. Some people, should I say. I bend them some people, and I bend them Luke, and I bend them PPO. Having a rest. I did have my R2 was in that little cavern, but I've since moved him. I don't know why. Just thought I would. Right then, let's get on to the lady shelves. There's my Flash Gordon poster, Italian Flash Gordon poster. I love that. I need a couple more of those frames because I've got about 4 more of those posters. So I need some more of those frames. If anybody knows where I can get them. Original Empire Strikes Back Leia card. This is the Leia shelf, obviously. We've got all the layers down here. I'm just trying to collect all the layers that I can at the moment. There's my signed Leia. That toy box Leia, I've seen those on eBay for about £30. Unbelievable. They're Luke sent me that Leia, and she's putting the plans into R2 there. I do have it there, carded. But it's nice to have it loose as well. So it's nice to have it loose, Leia. There's my Hot Toys Leia Oh, look at that face. Gorgeous. And people say that Hot Toys are expensive, which they are. But if you're an inbox vintage collector, how much are you paying for your figures? To me, I'd rather have the vintage figure than the Hot Toys figure. But I don't know how people can complain that they're so expensive when... The thing is, people say they're not toys, but they're not toys. It's a statue. It's I don't know. It's an adult figure in it. But end of the day, you're not going to open a vintage carded figure, are you? You know what I mean? So you're not going to play with that. That's not a toy. All the vintage Leias. I need a couple of gas masks for that scene. I really like that scene. It's really good. It really pops. I wonder if I could get it in the box, but I won't be able to put the figures in. So maybe I could put the figures outside the box. I don't know. I'll work it out. Another card that I would like all the vintage cards of Leia. That'll be really nice. Right, onto my proper lady shelf now. At the back you can see the signed Black Series figures. Just about. Vader, Chris Bunn, the Stormtrooper, Dave Prowse. Boba Fett just there. I don't know if you can't actually see that, can you? Could have putting some light on, actually. But anyway, there's Boba Fett. And there's Greedo. They're signed. They're all signed. So let's look. There's another Jyn Erso. And the sculpt on it just looks like Felicity. I just love that. So I had to get it again, boxed. So I've got a number of ladies, mostly gingers. I think I see a pattern going there. I don't know. But I love the Wonder Woman figures as well. But Scarlet, obviously. Black Widow comes first. And yeah, I just love them. I just love the lady figures. And there's a few more that I actually need. Like I say, I need a Jessica Jones. I need a Scarlet Witch. Peggy Carter. That's what we need in a Black Series. Please, Hasbro. So down onto the man shelf. Where's the Transformer there? Crimson Dino. There's Luke hanging there. I love Superman. I really need a good Supergirl figure. A really good Supergirl figure. Maybe like a Helen Slater type. Wolverine there, that is the best figure I've got. I think definitely fantastic figure. I love that figure. Punisher, another great character that I like. Patriot, Indiana Jones on his horse. I want that van, on the grill van truck, to make a diorama of that. So I've got 3 of the original vintage Indiana Jones figures. None of them's got any. Salah's not got his torch. The Thug's not got his sword and his dagger, and Toht doesn't have his gun, unfortunately. But as with the vintage Star Wars, they are expensive. But I would like to get them. Definitely. At the back there's Kenny Baker, signed R2-D2. Chewie, Peter Mayo, signed. You can see that again, it's quite dark. Sorry about that. It's a shelving. There's the Luke, Bespin Luke, not signed unfortunately. And a 3PO signed. The 3PO and the R2 were our Disney Elite figures. as I didn't have an R2 because there was only one out. It's from the first line. They're really expensive, and 3PO didn't have a Black Series out at the time that I got that signed, so I had to get the Disney one. Bit of a shame, but never mind. It's still a signed figure. So around to the bottom shelf, we've got He-Man, but he's not there. There's no He-Man, no Skeletor. Unfortunately, I would love He-Man and a Skeletor. Mosquito I got myself, but most of these have been sent by Scuba Pete. Sent me the Moss Man, and John Baldry sent me probably all the rest. There's a couple of Power Rangers there, a couple of A-Team figures. At the back, you might just be able to see my pride and joy. My mail away survival kit from The Empire Strikes Back. I love that. I've got it in the case, and that's never going to get opened. The baggie is there. It's all encased in GW acrylic. And there is my only carded figure at the moment. Wiki. Palatoy Wiki. It's got a cracked bubble, but I've got it encased, and it's just brilliant to have. Just to have. You know what I mean? It's just nice to have something like that. I know it's at the back, you can't see it. Unfortunately, I should put them up further up, and I change it often, and it really needs changing. Really, it will do. From time to time, will get changed. Into my cabinet now. I could do another cabinet when I do eventually move, which I'm going to. I don't know when. I need to get a couple more of these and just bang everything in them. So at the bottom we've got Matchbox Cars. I have a thing for the Pontiac. Can you tell? I would love that talking Knight Rider from Kenner. So this is the Matchbox, because I've got the Matchbox catalogues. A lot of Matchbox in there. There's a Hot Wheels DeLorean from John Baldry, believe it or not. There's Dan Marino. Some more Hot Wheels. A Turtle. GFK's limo. Action Man. I'm looking to get a proper vintage Action Man, but I do have the Operations kit that I did as a kid. The mail away Operations kit. And some Action Force. Next up, we have the Corgi Shelf. What I call the Corgi Shelf, there's a lot of different things in there. Obviously, my Buck Rogers. And another Corgi catalogue. A couple of Corgi cars, Batmobile, Lotus. A clicker from Corgi. Some more Hot Wheels. It's a bit of a Corgi and an Ectomobile shelf, because I've got 3 Ectomobiles in there. The Lego and the diecast and the Hot Wheels. And there's a James Bond, Lotus, the Star Tours Starcraft, Emperor Palpatine Pairs, another Corgi shape there, and my sound waves. Yeah, I've got a bit of a focus on sound waves. Next up we have the Endor Shelf, mostly. So we've got the Scout Walker, some Ewoks, speeder bike. I love the speeder bike, it's my favourite. I've got the Cap too. That was my very first mini rig. Couple of speeder bike boxes, another speeder bike in there. Couple of the die casts. A baggie, 3PO. The Atari Empire Strikes Back game sealed in there. And these are my vintage figures that are not in dioramas. There's my little fella. He's brilliant. I'll pop up R2. So most of these are complete. I think all my Empire Strikes Back are complete apart from Yoda's cane. And they're all legitimate. There's no repro there. Not what I'm saying. shouldn't get repro. It's just that the fact that I don't have repro in my collection because I want it all to be vintage. That Leia's supposed to go there, but I put all the Leias there instead. So yeah, there's a few accessories that I need. Didn't realise I had the Akbar stick. Oh, strange. Made in stick. I need his cloak and his stick. I think that's it for those in there. But there's obviously the Ewoks. There's a couple of naked Ewoks there that need this. The wicket staffers. There's a few things I mean. Look there. Needs his poncho and his gun. And his belt. I think I need a blaster for a hand as well, unfortunately. Didn't realise that. So I may be on the lookout to get a new blaster for hand. So that's the there's 11 more I actually need for the last 17 of the Lowe's vintage line. So here we go, we've got some mission fleet here. The Mandalorian. And the child. The child should have a little basket, shouldn't it? To hide in there. That's something they missed out on, that, didn't it? That's a shame. But he got his little pram there. A few little bits. And the AT-AT encased. There's a driver and a commander in there. There's a couple of Star Troopers, and there's an int 7. Is it int 7? I think so. Is it int 4? Int 4? Cap 2, int 4. It's because it's Slave 1, Cap 2. Something 3, what's 3? MTV 3. And they all go up to 9, I think it is. And there you go, there's my retro collection. In the Sears box. So here's my meagre Ghostbusters collection. Real Ghostbusters there. The Lego. And one of the retro. I don't need the other ones. This Peter Venkman I actually found in a charity shop for 20p, and he's had his backpack and everything. So there you go, some Tron-offs I've watched. I need to watch Supergirl. I hadn't even opened that. I've watched the first couple of episodes before, but I didn't really like it, so I got that really cheap, so as we're going back into lockdown, maybe that's time to open that. Watch some of that. And Star Wars Voids. I still need to watch that. So that's still sealed as well. Tactical Monkey I won't get. I won't talk about because I've just found out about Stephen Collins. But it's Carrie Fisher's Princess Diaries are always at the side of my bed. Always. Just a few more. Yeah, I'm trying to get back into the episode 1 figures. So I'm trying to get all those. That's all I've got so far. Some more books. Throne, 3PO, Witcher, the galaxy that Britain built. Still want to know what David Whiteley's up to. Yeah, he's got his autograph that for me as well. Stranger Things. But there's a coin, an actual coin. TIE Fighter coin. That my mum bought me. I think she must have seen it cheap at the post office or something like that. So, what else have I got? Yeah, I like Star Trek as well. Edith Keeler from, I think I've mentioned this before, is from the best, it's John Collins, and it's from the best Star Trek episode ever created, ever made in any Star Trek. Sitting the Edge of Forever. If you've not watched it, go watch it. It's a classic. There's Daytona's Romulan and Gowron. I remember collecting these back in the day, back in the 90s. And they are pretty cheap to pick up. And I would like to get more of them. Luke, the Probe Droid from Battle Force 2, and Krennic. And yes, there's my friends I got to bed with. Yeah, a bit sad I know, but there you go. There you go, hope you liked that little tour. Yeah, I know, it's on a little room. But there you go. Thank you for watching. I hope you will subscribe to my channel and check out the Polar Boys every Tuesday and Friday, 8 PM GMT now, GMT. We're back to winter time. So yeah, check that out, and please like this video, and may the toys be with you. So that'll be nice. But I'm getting a heater put in, so I don't know if that heater's going to go there. So I might have to move that anyway. We'll see anyway. You'll see on the next instalment. Probably.